I'm back. Come on. Hey everyone, so I am finally back. I have an internet connection. Thanks Vodafone for screwing me over these last few weeks, and thanks BT for getting it right. And as of today, that is last Thursday, I am actually able to put some content back out onto my channel, which I've been very much missing. Okay, well, that doesn't mean to say that there hasn't been a ton of stuff going on. As you're aware, I've moved out here to the countryside, so I am happy to be in fields, pheasants running around at the bottom of the garden, sheep and all that crazy shazazzle. Anyway, this that you can see that I'm standing outside of is my new workshop, and so I want you to come on in and have a look. So this is where it's all going to move to. Well, the terrain side of it. I'm splitting my studio into two. So my art studio is upstairs in a converted attic, and then the terrain side and the sort of bigger, more building side of stuff is going to be here in my workshop. And it's, you know, I mean, it's we've just been hit by all of those storms. So it's been pretty damn cold the last few days, but it's quite reasonable in here. I will need some heating, I dare say, for the cooler months, but in the summer I'm going to look out over the fields. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm super pleased. Anyway, I think that's enough of me rambling about where I hope to go. So it's still a work in progress. As you can see, I've just installed a work surface there. Some table space here. You can see a bit of terrain that I'm carefully trying to work around there. But yeah, it's well, there's a big old high up roof here as well, which I can fix a lot of tools and stuff too. But this is where it's all going to move to. Well, so it's close of play today, and so I've got to go and start editing, ready for the video you can actually see this in. But I just wanted to give you a quick recap on where I'm at. You can see it's dark outside. So yeah, just back here you can see I'm just putting the final touches to my Fallen City terrain set. So that's coming out on Thursday, all being well. And then over here, it hasn't been seen for a short while. Here we go. My subscriber voted piece, what was voted on on Reddit. So I'm not sure how much of that you can see, but I'm really looking forward to getting into this, because it's going to be my first big sci-fi piece really since the channel started, which was from the asteroid mine Warhammer table that I built as a commission. So I'm really looking forward to getting that on in the very near future. But I'm probably going to take on a couple of smaller builds, because the Fallen City has taken up an inordinate amount of time. And I've got a big old pile of roots here, and you'll see the purpose for those in that video, which is for another nice terrain piece that I'm hoping to have ready for the game, that is the game sort of narrative that inspired it in the first place. So we'll see, and that should be a fun one as well. Okay, that's a catch up on what's actually on the workshop table in the new workshop. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up now and go and edit. See you in a minute. It's all about packages at the moment. So this is my first ever ordered 3D print mini. I've toyed with getting a 3D printer. The budget just isn't there at the moment, unfortunately. So this is from a guy with an Etsy an Etsy shop in the UK, Mavericks Miniatures, there you go, that's him. And so it's actually been a short while since I ordered these. I guess 3D print ordering. Oh, there's more packages than I was expecting. That's interesting. I've only ordered 2 minis, so I'd be curious to see what's in these. So I haven't opened them as yet. But this is for an upcoming D&D game. Oh, okay, this is going to make sense now. There's separate parts. Okay, this is the wing. Show this up to the camera here. There you go. That's one of the wings. So I'm guessing, I haven't told you what it is yet, I know. I'm guessing this is one of the other wings. Oh, no, that's a part of a base. So yeah, they really are beautiful, beautiful prints. Bear in mind, this is the first 3D printing that I've kind of handled. Certainly that I've had printed for me anyway. So I'm going to pop those here so that you can get a good look at what I'm seeing. So what have I got next? And here is the body. He's quite funky. So here you go. There we go. Doesn't that look good? So yeah, if you haven't figured out what it is, it will be a Vrock demon. That is for an upcoming encounter, and I couldn't find a good Vrock until I came across this one, and this very much I liked. But then we'll also go on to be in my part of my Rain in Hell troop. What's the word? Forgotten the word. Somebody knows what that is, let me know. You know, the group that they are. Cabal? Is it a cabal? Yeah. And this is... Oh, that's pretty. This is the other hardcore member of this encounter, and that is this Tiefling sorcerer. How about that? That's a very nice mini. It does make me it does make me think about getting this 3D printer. I wonder if I'd get this kind of detail on like those Anycubics and whatever. I know that all you got is the ones who watch me use. Well, I'm in the new studio space. It's going to be a short while yet till this part is done and ready. But we are here, and I'm just setting up to record for my colour pencil session. Which is delivered face to face now, but I record everything I do now so that people can actually watch back what we do. So yeah, first actual bit of use in the new studio. I will give you a quick look, but it is a bomb site at the moment with all boxes everywhere. Yeah, here we are. Got the big table, and then here's the other end. And the the crazy stairway up to it. But yeah, let's get on with it. even before I started the YouTube channel in any kind of earnest, I still recorded a few bits and pieces of things that I was working on. And if you go back a couple of years before that, I was starting to work on my project, which I call World War Fae. And some of you may know what that is, some of you may not. And if you watch this channel now going forwards, you will get to know more about it, because I want to start implementing elements of World War Fae into my channel. So let's roll back a couple of years just prior to the channel itself starting, and I wrote a short story that helped me solidify some ideas of World War Fae, and that was called the Sailing Ships of Montok. But at the time, I knew that the short story was something I wanted to create. I also knew that I wanted to create artwork around it, and that's the piece of concept art that you've just watched, which was this idea of ships that are driven by magic. I won't get into the technicalities or story or narrative of why that is right now. It's for another day. But I knew that in some way I wanted to bring this story out to the world. And I've gone through various ideas, from just a series of paintings to maybe a kind of a self-published illustrated book. And those things will still happen, certainly. But as the channel has grown, so is my realization of wanting to bring World War Fae out as a short film, or a series of short films that also include my art and what I'm building for this channel, the terrain pieces that I'm building. And I want to build miniature stage sets and film and sequence it all together. So I started building the model scratch build of the ship that would be one of the Sailing Ships of Montok, with the idea of filming it. Now I want to revitalise that project. Now I'm a couple of years down the line from there, but I want to revitalise it and bring that project to completion through 2022. And so you're going to see aspects of that build and of that setup through my Monday montage releases, and probably then some specific videos for that project itself. So this bit of footage you're about to watch now, I actually filmed a couple of years ago, so it's a bit ropey, maybe, I think, compared to what I'm doing now. But it gives you an idea of where I was thinking at the time. So yeah, please sit back and enjoy watching me figure out some of these parts right now. And please, if you are interested in World War Fae, give me a thumbs up. Tell me down in that comments that you're interested, and I will be very happy to tell you as much as I can about it. So enjoy.
So I was in the local corner shop a few days ago, and came across this toy mini, which was £1, and I saw it and I thought, I can use that. I've already dismantled it, taken it apart. There's this bit in the middle, which is the seating arrangement. So I was looking at the ship, and this whole sort of structure where the cockpit is going to sit sort of on the front of the ship. And what I thought would be cool would be if, so this cockpit is going to kind of come together. Where am I? Which way around am I? So this cockpit is going to kind of come together, something like that on the front of the ship there. And I thought, well, this is a very sort of downwards facing structure. But I want to be able to see the pilots in here, and I felt that this would also give a sense of scale if you could see where the pilots operated. So anyway, I saw these seats that are on this internal bit here, and I thought, well, I could probably chop this up and this would be the seats that we'll see in here, and then I can use the surrounding bits to restructure some kind of control board that the pilots would use up here, and it would certainly give it gives the right sense of scale anyway. So that's my next little bit I'm going to do, is just chop this up to make it sort of fit this a little bit. So yeah, those will fit nicely in there. I had to take some of the innards out, not as much as I thought, but that's good. So I'm going to have to deal with this sort of seam in the cockpit here, but we'll just deal with that with a bit of metalwork of some such. And whilst I was doing this as well, I also felt like I'm going to install probably an LEDs in the back of here so that there's lighting in the cockpit itself. So we're on the ship build, and the LEDs have now come for me to have a look, see what they're going to look like when they're installed into this this section here. So let's just pop this out. These have, there's two in the pack. I only need the one for this build, I'm pretty sure. So we've got a reel here, which is the LEDs themselves. Now, I've never used this type before, so I'm interested to see how these work out. We've got 2 meters of LED strip here, and these can be cut to whatever length is needed. So right now, I just need these to come off the reel. Save this for a project for another day. It's battery pack with a USB lead. That wasn't what I was expecting, but I can work with that on this scale of model. And it's got a remote control. I did so I can change the colours, which might lead to some interesting effects. Turn this on. Whoop. There we go. And I'll change. Fabulous, lovely green colour. Excellent. Okay. So what I want is, this fits into the back of here like this. This won't be transparent, neither will this. This whole thing won't be transparent in the final model. So if you recall, we will have this bit on the back of here, this grill on the inside of here, and what I want to be able to do is see the glow from inside here and around this outer area as well. So yeah, the plan is to basically feed these in a coil in the inside of here. I've drilled a little hole inside here, I'm not sure if you can see that, so I can feed out and into this area here. So that's what I'm going to do now, and see what that looks like once it's in there. Okay. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. I mean, I've just very loosely packed that in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a bit of time now actually coiling it. I actually think I want this packed more towards the top here, so I'm making sure that I'm getting all the light up here. It's not having to travel from back here before it gets out there. Well, I'm super pleased with those. That's they're really nice and bright, and getting that programmable element as well is very good. So I will do that now. Okay. Whilst I was putting it together, I had an idea of something, which I had this old box of marine fish, tropical fish filter. The polywool goes in the filter. That's this stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help disperse the light by filling this cavity with some polywool, and then that will go on there. Oh yeah, that looks a whole lot better. And that will go on there like so. There we'll get that. I've got bright studio lights on me at the moment, so it's probably not translating that well, but yeah, that looks good. I'm pleased with that. Yeah, definitely pleased with that. Okay, time to glue all this into place.
So we are out for our first walk around our new home. This is literally just on the back of our place, which is amazing. We're about to go and cross over this river just here and head into towards the town of Bridgnorth, which is beautiful. But we had a spectacular find, which I've got to show you guys just as we've been walking through. I mean, we're literally 4 or 5 minutes walk from the back of the house, and look at this. Let's turn the camera around. Look at this tree. It's huge. I mean, it is. If I could get Mary, convince her to stand in the video, you'd get an idea of how big it is. But look at this. What an absolutely fantastic bit of inspiration that I am pretty sure is going to get used. Come here, Mary. Come and hold the camera. How big it is? I mean, it's enormous. That's an impressive scale.